This is Miss Landshark bringing the final installment of our 2 Retribution cast this side of East Yorkshire. So we have a 2 versus 2 on Ashes of Typhon. For the blue team playing as the Tech Marine, we have Erhmergerd. We have Illethor playing as the Warlock. And on the red team we have Vizja playing as a Plague Champion. And AlexandrO playing as the Commissar Lord. First time in a while I've seen someone play as an Imperial Guard without the Death Creeks. The Death Corps of the Death Corps of Krieg, whatever they're called. Anyway, yeah, not a very popular map, this one from what I'm aware of, purely because of these two spawning positions. They're very close to each other, as you can see here. So, but it's nice to see a different map. We have a Tactical Marine and a Plague Champion, just having a little fire match over some cover. Tech Marine will retreat though due to the heretic worship going on there, which increases the health regeneration for any units nearby. This Warlock is in a bit of a tough, sticky situation. He's caught in between a Sentinel, Commissar and some Guardsmen. He's going to try and get in there but will retreat. We now have some Kraken bolts going down for the Tactical Marines. Almost taking out this Plague Champion, getting out just in the nick of time. These Cursed Heretics will try and capture this VP before retreating, probably. They will now probably go for it. There we go, an instant retreat. They could have maybe like blown up one, and then, but then again they were going to die anyway. They might retreat, they might escape. No, they will. Will they? No, they will not. There's some Chaos Marines there. They might want to retreat because this is quite a lot of them for them to deal with by themselves. Space Marines going to force melee on them. Not all that necessary, since Chaos Space Marines are better in melee than their loyalist counterparts. We have some Guardsmen trying to take on these Scout Squads. So blue team doing quite well on the right side, and red team doing quite well on the left side. We now have the Imperial Guard coming up to the blue power, or one of the blue powers anyway. Got some Tactical Marines coming this way, probably going to try and scare them off. Although, not being supported. You know, Commissar could just go in, engage them in melee. However, we've got some Kraken bolts maybe for them. I saw a raid anyway. Plague Champion going to capture that VP over there. We have a Shuriken Cannon for Illethor. That is, right, it's right here. It's going to force his Commissar to retreat, but not before he takes on one of these power generators. Howling Branches are going to go this way, maybe either capping this or going to try and go around the side and catch him off guard. Tactical Marines being under suppression fire by these Chaos Havocs. Vizja is now going for some Noise Marines. These Howling Branches are going to chase off these Guardsmen. Lightning bolt thingy maneuver going from the Warlock. These guys are, the Howling Branches do get stunned, but not after suppressing the Guardsmen. These guys will probably want to go for a full retreat, and the middle VP will be taken by the blue team. Chaos Havocs are just stopping these guys from moving up any further. These Chaos Space Marines might want to move back a little bit. He's probably busy doing something else. Now he manages to withdraw him. Not sure what he was doing there. Sentinel now just trying to do as much damage as he can while trying to avoid these Guardians. These Guardians now with their battle equipment. We currently have no upgrades. We have got some Blight Grenades going for the Plague Champion. Very, very useful and cheap upgrade. I'm not sure. I think it's something like, what, maybe like 75, 15. I can't remember, but it's something along the lines of that. Just good when you're facing against someone with like a lot more infantry than you. While we throw these, makes them a little bit ill, does like some damage over time, and you can pass on to other people. These guys, I think they've taken out two of these. They have now using Cacophony to stop the Tech Marine from doing anything to them. However, we have a Sniper Rifle Scout Squad doing quite a lot of damage to these guys actually. Plague Champion now going to capture this VP. The middle and far left VP has gone to the blue team, but now quite a lot of Imperial Guard are moving this way. You might want to send someone to capture, although the Commissar is going around capturing himself. We have quite a lot of scouts going for Erhmergerd. 3 scout squads, all with, as far as I can tell, all with all with sniper rifles. Triple scout snipers. Very good build against someone like a very nice place explosive then, killing off 3 Guardians then. But like I said, the triple scout sniper build very good against heavy infantry like Noise Marines and Chaos Marines, especially considering that he has got no heretics at the moment. If anything, I mean, this is just me personally, but I think that a Chaos player should always have at least 1 heretic squad, at least just for kind of follow. This Plague Champion will go down. No, he won't. Kraken Bolt's just melting away the health of the Plague Champion. The Sentinels are moving, well, the Sentinel and some Guardsmen are moving up this way. Shooting off at this falling back Warlock. Just standing there, just deciding, no, I don't want to retreat just yet. Putting up a energy shield. Red team now with 2 red. Triple scouts going up this way. They might want that. I'd say definitely go for, at least go tier 2 and maybe get something like a what's it called? The Corn Demon on the Juggernaut. For the life of me, I can't remember what it's called, but you know what it is, the big red guy on the moving thing on the Juggernaut. But yeah, either one of them or maybe some heretics just to deal with the scout squads with sniper rifles. Obviously, they've got a long firing time and long reload time, and they won't be able to take on an entire squad of heretics. Whereas triple almost fell over then. Whereas triple scouts can probably take on 1 or 2 models per volley. Nice moves with 1 model left going down. These Chaos Space Marines are going to try and get into melee, I think. Scouts now turning around, going to try and retreat, or at least move back a little bit. So like I said, these guys are now just going to move around, whereas these guys are just going to start firing at them. And they're going to retreat now. So very good build. Everyone going tier 2 apart from AlexandrO, who is already in tier 2. Guardian's just firing at this Commissar Lord, but he has his shield up. He has stopped capping this VP and is going to try and go for these Guardians. These Guardians will now fleet of foot out of there. Some more Noise Marines this way are going to try and engage these Tactical Marines. Obviously without support they are not going to be very successful. Chimera going for AlexandrO here. Going to move up. Middle of the map, slowly but surely turning more and more blue. See the amount of damage. Oh, but now we have some Chaos Havocs coming this way, going to stop these scouts from being able to do any decent damage to these Noise Marines while they're cacophonying. If that's even a word. These Chaos Space Marines now coming up this way. Not being air moved, they've just been moved this way. These Chaos Havocs are in some serious danger if they do not fall back. Oh no, these guys now move back. Again, he's just streaming his units in 1 by 1. Not a very good idea. You want to move them all as one against a mass of scouts with sniper rifles. These Howling Banshees are overextending just a little bit. Going down to 3 men. All the Guardsmen now go back into their Chimera, getting in as close as possible. So the Shuriken Cannon team are going to be less effective in restricting the movements of the Guardsman player while the Chimera is up. Not sure what Vizja is doing with his... Oh, he has got a Blaster Master now for his Noise Marines. And we have some tech, the Mark of Zinch for his Chaos Space Marines. So all very good ways of countering. We have a heavy bolt, a random heavy bolter here. well, not random, but obviously it's easily flanked. Scouts now in cover. Plague Champion's probably going to throw a grenade in the mix of all those guys. There we go. However, moving away too quickly. We now have some scout squad, some guardsmen coming this way, probably going to force melee on these guys, forcing them to retreat. This turret does go down. Tech Marine now being suppressed by the Havoc squad, and Blastmaster just narrowly missing. Guardsmen continuing pushing up this way. Eldar Warlock now with his Merciless Switchblade and Champion's Robe. Tech Marine still has no upgrades. Plague Marine still has his Blight Grenades. AlexandrO with his Stubbornness and his Power Fist. Power Fist obviously just in case there are any vehicles going for the blue team. We now have a Chaos Dreadnought going for Vizja. Blastmaster now setting up, obviously with the Warlock trying to capture this standing still. Won't be able to avoid it, but catching his own Havocs with his attack. These guys are now going to retreat. Guardians with a Warlock. Going to try and force melee when they're retreating. Chimera just sitting here, exposing his rear armour to any potential threat, and now just casually just staring at this blue VP. They will send some guardsmen this way, and the guardsmen are now getting some plasma guns, very good against just general infantry. Tactical Marines are now being upgraded with a missile launcher. Whereas this Chaos Dreadnought here is now getting the Mark of Khorne. Blue team are really going to have to get some really going to have to focus on getting some anti-tanks, and they do. Obviously the Tactical Marines with their missile launcher and a Bright Lance weapon platform for the Guardians. Bright Lance has been set up behind this energy shield. The Chimera will retreat. About 4 or 5 shots from a Bright Lance and something like a Chimera will go down. Noxious Cloud goes down here. I'm not sure what. Probably some scouts were set up there or something. Some Catch-Hand Devils are stealthed and will be moved in. Obviously when they are capturing a point they will not be stealthed. Guardsmen have been forced back. We now have some Stormtroopers being very sneakily stealthed in. And then unstealthing. Very cheeky manoeuvre there. Obviously you could have just kept these stealth and then... Oh, but then again these guys are firing at the Commissar Lord. These guys now getting in as close as possible. They have now been stealthed and they can now just move in at the side and just fire away. This Bright Lance platform will also want to retreat as well. Or at least not retreat, but at least just fall back. More scouts been set up. Again, look, one shot. You know, one volley means one model dying. Tactical Marine squad now with their captain, their chaplain, their lieutenant, their boss. Warlock now under some serious fire. He's now got his Heart of Darkness. Guardsmen under a lot of fire from these Guardian squads. What else have we got going on here? Illethor is now going tier 3. We may see some... we may see a Fire Prism from him, at least that's what I'd go in his situation against all this heavy stuff. And considering that they haven't done all that much in the... since they don't have much in the ways of anti-tanking, especially the Imperial Guard player. A Chaos Dreadnought in Bloodlust, now against a vulnerable Dreadnought. One-on-one with a Bloodlust, the Chaos Dreadnought will still win. However, obviously with no support, the Chaos Dreadnought will go down. We now have some Plague Marines going for Vizja. A Bright Lance facing the wrong way, probably just in case that Chaos Dreadnought was to come this way. Now the Shuriken Cannon does assemble. Going to retreat and now unload a load of fire on these guys, but is now retreating due to the Commissar Lord coming this way. Warlock getting in as much melee as he can, trying to stop all these guys from firing. Some more Chaos Space Marines stood here. Half these scouts are stealthed, however. Quite a lot of guardsmen in the middle, mind you. Vulnerable Dreadnought getting his kills in. The Space Marines are now going to capture this VP. And now the Catch and Devils have been upgraded with, I think, melter guns. At least I presume that's what I saw. Ground smash going from the Vulnerable Dreadnought, stunning them, forcing them to retreat. The Howling Banshees doing as much damage as they can, just doing a lot of disruption and then retreating. The Commissar Lord will go down, he must go down, that's oh, okay. And he gets healed then, and levels up as well. Scout setting up, they're going to go for these Plague Marines, obviously very durable, but not so durable when they're under fire from their own Noise Marines. Triple Scouts with sniper rifles and a Vulnerable Dreadnought. However, if they can tie it up for as long as possible, can maybe get one more shot off, and now the Vulnerable Dreadnought is under a lot of pressure, considering that he's just charged in. He's trying, very good effort in trying to destroy this, and he does. He kills the Plague Marine squad. That was a very good effort. Now these Havocs will have to run away as well. Probably some fire going from the snipers. Very good effort. Very impressed. Now Aspiring Champion in this Chaos Space Marine squad. Not sure what this will be. This will probably be Noxious Gas. Yep, and they will now force these scouts from... Will they capture this VP? They will capture this VP, and now they will retreat. The Noxious Cloud moves just as fast as a Vulnerable Dreadnought. Not doing all that much damage, but you know, they need as much help as they can get with a Vulnerable Dreadnought. We now have a Land Raider Redeemer going for Erhmergerd. Warlock now getting in as much melee as possible still. Some more Howling Banshees. Obviously the Warlock is not being supported, and these Howling Banshees are just under fire. They are not engaging all that much. If you're under fire, you may as well send them in. And now have a Bright Lance, narrowly just out of range of the Chimera. Obviously very smart placement with the Chimera. Chimera just being a support vehicle, you do not want it at the front trying to do the most damage, since it won't do the most damage. Triple cap from the blue team. Blue team obviously just doing such a good job at keeping their battle line, really. If they're just, I mean, they're just defending these two VPs, and now they're going to come this way and try and capture this VP, but the Howling Banshees will probably capture it before being forced to retreat. Obviously, I think where the blue team went wrong is that they just didn't have enough. Well, Erhmergerd's build at the beginning didn't have enough staying power, and by the time he got something like a Vulnerable Dreadnought and a Land Raider Redeemer, the game has been almost up. But then again, I've seen people come back from 15 and still win, so who knows, they might pull it back, but I don't know. Although mind you, they are taking this VP now, and this Warlock will probably stop these Guardsmen from taking this VP, so who knows. A Blight Grenade going off here, doing damage over time. Land Raider stopping these guys from capturing this. However, this middle point also being defended by some catch and improvised explosives, and red team will win. So a very good game overall. Obviously blue team not pulling off a victory. Well, anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.